Most Subaru owners think engine maintenance is complicated, expensive, time-consuming, something you need a mechanic for. Wrong. There is one simple routine you can do once a month in your driveway in about 20 minutes that will literally add years to your Subaru's engine life. Not one thing, a routine. A quick checklist of simple tasks that take almost no mechanical knowledge, cost next to nothing, and prevent the catastrophic failures that kill Subaru engines early. I'm talking about head gasket failures, CVT breakdowns, oil consumption issues, cooling system failures, all the expensive nightmares that Subaru owners dread. Most of them are preventable, with a monthly routine that takes 20 minutes. Here's the reality. The Subaru owners who reach 250,000 miles, 300,000 miles, even beyond, they're not doing anything exotic. They're not using special oils or miracle additives. They're just paying attention. They check things regularly. They catch small problems before they become big ones. And today, I'm going to give you their exact routine. Whether you drive a Forester, Outback, WRX, Crosstrek, or any other Subaru, this monthly checklist will keep your engine running strong for decades. Let's get into it. Why monthly checks matter more than you think. Before we dive into the routine, let me explain why monthly checks are so important for Subaru specifically. Subarus aren't like other cars. The Boxer engine layout, the all-wheel drive system, the CVT transmission, they all have specific quirks that require attention. Here's the thing about engine problems. They don't happen overnight. They develop slowly over weeks and months. A small coolant leak becomes a big one. Low oil becomes critically low. A loose belt becomes a broken one. If you check once a year, you'll miss these developing problems. By the time you notice them, they're expensive. But if you check once a month, you catch everything early. When fixes are cheap, when problems are still minor. Think of it this way. A monthly check costs you 20 minutes and nothing. Ignoring it can cost you $3,000 for head gaskets, $5,000 for a CVT, or $8,000 for an engine replacement. That's the math. And that math is why this routine matters. Step 1. Check your oil level and condition. This is the single most important thing you can do for your Subaru's engine, and it takes 60 seconds. Here's why it matters so much. Subarus consume oil, some models more than others. The 2011 to 2015 FB25 engines are notorious for drinking a quart every 1,000 miles. But even newer, healthier engines can lose oil over time. If your oil drops below the minimum level and you don't notice, your engine is running without adequate lubrication. Metal components grind against each other, wear accelerates dramatically. Eventually, you get catastrophic engine damage. I've seen perfectly good Subaru engines destroyed simply because the owner never checked their oil between changes. It's heartbreaking, and it's completely preventable. Here's how to do it properly. Make sure the engine has been off for at least 10 minutes. This lets oil drain back into the pan so you get an accurate reading. Pop the hood. Locate the dipstick, usually marked with a bright yellow or orange handle. Pull the dipstick out completely. Wipe it clean with a paper towel or rag. Reinsert the dipstick all the way in, making sure it's fully seated. Pull it out again and check the level. The oil level should be between the minimum and maximum marks. If it's at or below minimum, add oil immediately using the correct viscosity. But don't just check the level. Check the condition too. Look at the color. Fresh oil is amber or light brown. Dark brown or black oil means it's overdue for a change. Feel the oil between your fingers. It should feel slippery and smooth. Gritty oil means it's full of contaminants and needs changing. Smell it. If it smells burnt, your engine has been running hot. If it smells like gasoline, you've got a fuel system issue allowing gas to get past the piston rings. Also look for any milky or foamy appearance. This indicates coolant mixing with oil, which is a sign of head gasket failure. If you see this, stop driving the car and get it diagnosed immediately. Catching this early could save you thousands. Step 2. Inspect your coolant level and condition. Here's the second step, and it's critical for preventing Subaru's most notorious problem: head gasket failure. Your cooling system is directly responsible for keeping your engine at the right temperature. If it fails, your engine overheats. And on a Subaru, overheating almost always means head gasket damage. Here's what to do. Locate the coolant reservoir. It's a translucent plastic tank, usually on the passenger side of the engine bay. It should have min and max markings on the side. Check the level with the engine cold. Never open the radiator cap on a hot engine. Hot coolant under pressure can cause serious burns. The coolant level should be between the MN and max marks. If it's low, add the correct coolant type. Subarus use pink super long life coolant. Don't use generic green or orange coolant, and never mix types. But here's the critical step most people skip. Check the condition. Look at the color. Fresh Subaru coolant is bright pink. If it's turned brown, rust-colored, or has debris floating in it, it's degraded and needs flushing. Old coolant becomes acidic and eats gaskets from the inside out. Also look for an oily film on top of the coolant. This indicates oil getting into the cooling system, which is a warning sign of head gasket issues. And here's something most people don't know. Consistently low coolant is a red flag. If you find yourself adding coolant every month, you've got a leak somewhere. Find it and fix it before it gets worse. Small leaks become big ones fast. Step 3. Check your brake fluid. Your brakes are your most important safety system, and brake fluid is what makes them work. Here's the problem. Brake fluid absorbs moisture over time. As it absorbs water, its boiling point drops. Under heavy braking, hot brake fluid can boil, creating vapor bubbles. Vapor doesn't compress like fluid, so your brake pedal goes soft and your stopping distance increases dramatically. Find the brake fluid reservoir under the hood. It's usually a small translucent plastic container with a yellow or clear cap marked brake. Check the level. It should be near the max line. Here's an important note. Brake fluid level naturally drops slightly as your brake pads wear. This is normal. But if it's very low, you either have worn pads or a leak. Both need attention. Also check the color. Fresh brake fluid is nearly clear or slightly yellow. Dark brown or black fluid is contaminated and degraded. If it looks like old coffee, it's time for a flush. Most Subarus use DOT3 or DOT4 fluid. Check your manual for the correct specification. Brake fluid flushes cost $80 to $120. Brake failures cost lives. This is not optional maintenance. Step 4. Inspect your power steering fluid. If your Subaru has hydraulic power steering, most newer models have electric steering, so skip this if yours does. Check the power steering fluid monthly. Find the power steering reservoir, usually with a cap marked with a steering wheel symbol. Check the level and condition. It should be between min and max marks. Fresh fluid is amber or pink. Dark, dirty fluid means it needs changing. Low power steering fluid means a leak somewhere. That leak will only get worse. Find it early. Step 5. Check your battery. Dead batteries are one of the most common reasons people get stranded, and it's almost always preventable. Once a month, take a quick look at your battery. Look at the terminals. They should be clean and free of corrosion. White or bluish-green powdery buildup on the terminals is corrosion. It increases electrical resistance and reduces charging efficiency. If you see corrosion, clean it off. Disconnect the terminals. Mix a tablespoon of baking soda with water and scrub with an old toothbrush. Rinse with clean water and dry thoroughly. Check that the battery terminals are tight. Loose terminals cause all kinds of electrical problems, from hard, starting to random warning lights. Also look at the battery case. If it's swollen or bulging, the battery is failing and needs replacement immediately. If your battery is over 4 years old, consider having it load tested at any auto parts store. Most will test it for free. A weak battery stresses your alternator and can leave you stranded without warning. Step 6. Inspect your belts and hoses. This one takes about 2 minutes and can prevent a catastrophic breakdown. With the engine cold, visually inspect the serpentine belt. belt. It's the large ribbed belt that runs around multiple pulleys in the engine bay. Look for cracks, fraying, glazing, or missing ribs. If you see any of these, replace the belt soon. A broken serpentine belt disables your alternator, power steering, and water pump simultaneously. You'll overheat, lose power steering, and kill your battery all at once. Also check the radiator hoses, the large rubber hoses connecting your radiator to the engine. Squeeze them gently. They should feel firm, but slightly flexible. Rock-hard hoses are old and brittle. Spongy or soft hoses are weak and ready to fail. Look for cracks, bulges, or leaks at the connection points. A burst radiator hose means instant overheating. On a Subaru, that almost certainly means head gasket damage. These hoses are cheap to replace. A blown head gasket is $2,500. Step 7. Check your air filter. A dirty air filter starves your engine of oxygen, performance drops, fuel economy suffers, and in severe cases, dirt can get past the filter and into your engine, causing accelerated wear. Once a month, pull out your air filter and inspect it. Hold it up to a light source. Can you see light through the filter media easily? If yes, it's fine. If it's visibly clogged with dirt and debris, replace it. Don't wait for the 30,000-mile interval if the filter is dirty. Filters in dusty environments or city driving get dirty faster. Air filters cost $15 to $25 and take 5 minutes to replace. They're one of the cheapest and most impactful maintenance items you can do. Step 8. Look for leaks. Here's a step that most people skip, but shouldn't. Look under your car for leaks. Once a month, after the car has been parked overnight, check the ground underneath it. Look for spots or puddles. Here's how to identify what you're seeing. Clear water is usually just condensation from the air conditioning. Normal. Light brown or amber fluid is oil. Find the source. Bright pink or green fluid is coolant. Find the source immediately. Dark reddish-brown fluid is transmission fluid or differential fluid. Serious issue. Clear or slightly yellow fluid near the wheels is brake fluid. Emergency. Do not drive the car. Any fluid other than AC condensation means there's a leak that needs addressing. Small leaks are cheap to fix. Ignored leaks become big leaks, which cause catastrophic failures. A $50 valve cover gasket ignored becomes a $2,000 engine rebuild when the oil runs out. Step 9. Check your tire pressure and condition. Proper tire pressure affects your fuel economy, handling, braking distance, and tire life. Once a month, check all 4 tires plus the spare. Use a tire pressure gauge. Check the pressure when the tires are cold, driven less than 1 mile. The correct pressure is on a sticker inside your driver's door, not on the tire sidewall. The sidewall shows maximum pressure, not recommended pressure. If tires are low, inflate them. If they're consistently losing pressure, you've got a slow leak. Get it fixed before it becomes a blowout. Also inspect the tires visually. Look for uneven wear, which indicates alignment or suspension issues. Look for cracks, bulges, or embedded objects. Uneven wear caught early means an alignment job. Ignored, it means a blowout and a new set of tires. Step 10. Do a quick walk around and listen. Here's the final step, and it's the easiest. Do a slow walk around your Subaru and listen. Start the car and let it idle. Walk around it slowly. Listen for anything unusual, clicking or ticking. Could be a valve train issue or low oil. Hissing could be a vacuum leak or coolant leak. Rattling could be a heat shield, loose exhaust, or worse. Squealing could be a belt or brake pad wear indicator. Also look at the exhaust. What color is the smoke? Blue smoke means oil burning, worn piston rings, or valve seals. White smoke means coolant burning, head gasket issue. Black smoke means running rich, fuel system problem. These aren't just noises and smoke. They're your Subaru talking to you. It's telling you something needs attention. The difference between catching a problem at this stage and ignoring it until it fails completely is often thousands of dollars. Putting it all together, the 20-minute monthly routine. Here's your complete monthly checklist. Check oil level and condition. 2 minutes. check coolant level and condition. 2 minutes, check brake fluid. 1 minute, check power steering fluid if applicable. 1 minute, inspect battery and terminals. 2 minutes, inspect belts and hoses. 2 minutes, check air filter. 2 minutes, look for leaks under the car. 2 minutes, check tire pressure and condition. 4 minutes, do a walk around and listen. 2 minutes, total time, about 20 minutes. Total cost, $0. Total value, potentially thousands in prevented repairs and years added to your engine's life. The real secret to Subaru longevity. Here's the truth that no mechanic wants you to understand. Most Subaru engine failures are predictable and preventable. They don't happen randomly. They happen because small problems were ignored until they became catastrophic. The coolant that was low for 6 months until the engine overheated. The oil that was a quart low for weeks until the engine seized. The hose that had a small leak for months until it burst on the highway. All of these were detectable with a simple monthly check. All of them were preventable for $0. The 20-minute monthly routine I just gave you is the single most powerful thing you can do for your Subaru's longevity. More powerful than any additive, more powerful than premium fuel, more powerful than expensive synthetic oils. Attention, consistency, prevention. That's the real secret. Do this routine once a month, every month, and your Subaru engine will last far longer than you ever expected. If you found this video helpful, be sure to watch this next video as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.